Polishing $35,000 watches is risky. Most people won't even touch them, but I just did, and we're going to take a look together at what happened in a bit. But for those of you that don't know, my name is Brad Baldwin. I run Risk Game Miami, and I've been selling high-end watches online for about 5 years, and I can source any piece you want in under a week. But I don't just sell watches, I only deal with clean, no surprise pieces like this. And today I'm going to show you why polishing this gold Hublot was either genius or a big mistake. Let's take a look. I did a video on this when it came in, I want to say 2 weeks ago, and it came in good condition. I wouldn't say it was beat up, but it definitely had scratches throughout, I would say the bezel, the case, pretty much everywhere except the glass, right? Even on the sides, definitely on the clasp here. And so I wanted to get it polished, but I didn't want to change the shape of it. And you'll hear a lot of collectors say all the time that they especially don't want to polish gold pieces or even well sought out steel pieces because they're afraid that if it's polished and it's over polished, which used to happen more than it does today, we have, I would say, more people know better watchmakers and better people that polish things today. When people would over polish, it changes the shape of the watch. And if it changes the shape of the watch too much and it's a well sought out watch, well, now no one wants it, so it loses significant value. So I was a little curious about how this would go because gold can polish down a little, faster than steel does. It's a little bit softer, but I'm pretty happy. As you can see, it's much cleaner now. The girl that I used for polishing, she actually texted me a few times to tell me like, hey, it's ready. It's not going to look absolutely perfect because there's some deep scratches that I didn't want to continue polishing because if I do that, it might take off too much gold, and if it takes off too much gold, of course it's going to change the shape of the watch, and obviously we don't want that. Every time you polish, you want to do as light of a polish as possible so that it doesn't really change the shape of the watch and nobody can tell, right? If it's obvious that it was polished, someone might not want it. And so I think I was a little worried, but now that I have it in, I think she did a great job. You can tell it's a really clean piece now. You can also tell, it's not perfect, right? You can see a few imperfections if you're really being picky, if you're really looking closely. But again, if you don't know my videos, I'm using incredibly harsh lighting. So I do this on purpose to show any imperfections, especially when I'm checking out a watch for the first time to make sure I got it, as described. So even the tiniest little imperfections you see that are still on the case, in normal lighting, you're not really going to notice it. And obviously this is a really cool piece. I'll just go through like the functions real quick. You have the seconds hand, which is moving here. You have the date window, which it would say today is the 3rd. And then we have the chronograph at the top. I can go ahead and run that for a bit, just for this video. Really cool piece though. And I would say I'm really happy with the way she did everything, because even the back had quite a few scratches, and she really did a good job of just making it not noticeable. The watch hasn't changed shape at all. It now just looks like a really good condition watch with just a few minor signs of wear. So I'm really happy with it. As you can see here on the clasp, really clean clasp too. Like there's a few imperfections. There's actually a few fingerprints of mine on it, but really clean. There's a few imperfections, but I wouldn't go too much further because, like she was even telling me, if you go a little deeper on some of the scratches that are still there, it's going to change the shape of the watch, and obviously we don't want that. This as is a really clean piece now, and so I'm very happy with it. This is a MSRP on these is $36,000. Obviously it's gold, so that's going to cost a little bit more than your regular Aerobang, but this is one of the coolest skeletons you can get, especially from Hublot. So you can get these for about $15,000 on the pre-owned market. If you want one of these or any other type of Hublot, AP, Patek, Rolex, just go ahead and message me. My Instagram is WristGameMiami, or you can text me directly. I'll leave the number to my phone that you can text in this description. See you on the next one.